Upgrading your TV this year? Stop right there. I have tested over 20 displays in the last few months, from budget beasts to OLED monsters that cost more than my car, and honestly, 2026 is the craziest year for TV tech we've ever seen. We're talking 3,400 nits of brightness, screens that disappear in daylight, and refresh rates that will ruin gaming for you forever. But here's the catch: one of these top TVs has a hidden flaw you absolutely need to know about before you click buy. I'm counting down the top 5 best 4K TVs of 2026, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one belongs in your living room. Let's dive in. Starting at number 1. Samsung 65-inch S90F OLED 4K TV. Best overall. The Samsung S90F offers an impressive balance between picture quality and price. The 55-, 65-, and 77-inch sizes use an OLED panel with quantum dots, delivering an infinite contrast ratio, vibrant colors, and brightness that outshines mid-range OLEDs from LG and Sony. Thanks to OLED tech, the S90F produces pixel-level contrast control and wide viewing angles, while its quantum dots boost color intensity beyond what you'd get from a standard OLED. In rooms with ambient light, the TV's black levels do rise slightly, but the effect is subtle and rarely distracting. In dark rooms, black levels completely disappear, offering inky shadows while still preserving detail. Brightness is another highlight. Our reviewer measured a peak of 1,460 nits, about 200 nits higher than the older S90D model. That makes the S90F ideal for both dark home theaters and well-lit living rooms. HDR content, whether from 4K Blu-rays or streamed on services like Prime Video and Disney+, looks stunning in HDR10 and HDR10+. Number 2. TCL 65-inch QM6K QLED 4K TV. Best on a budget. TCL's QM6K is the budget 4K TV to beat. This affordable mini LED display offers picture quality features that most similarly priced competitors cut to save costs. Though its launch price was a little high, recent discounts have made it an incredible value. The QM6K features a QLED panel with mini LED local dimming, delivering higher contrast and a wider color gamut than most TVs in this price range. Black levels are also solid, and the QM6K has excellent blooming control, which reduces halos around bright objects. Blooming is a common flaw on mini LED TVs, but this model handles it extremely well. However, the TV's black levels aren't quite as deep as I've seen on pricier QLED models. Brightness is decent, but also somewhat limited compared to more expensive TVs. With the display set to its most accurate picture mode, I measured a peak of 557 nits on a 10% HDR test pattern and about 736 nits on a 50% HDR test pattern. Those numbers are good for a TV in this class, but HDR content doesn't pop as intensely as it does on brighter displays. Viewing angles are also limited, but actually a bit better than those of previous TCL models in this tier, such as the older Q65. Another upgrade over the Q65 is the TV's refresh rate. Number 3. LG 65-inch C5 OLED 4K TV. Best mid-range OLED. The LG C5 is an outstanding mid-range OLED and a close runner-up for the best 4K TV overall. While Samsung's S90F edges it out in a few key areas, the C5 is a terrific alternative for anyone who prefers LG's approach to design, features, and software. Unlike many Samsung OLEDs, the C5 doesn't use quantum dots to boost brightness or color volume, but it still delivers excellent picture quality. With its standard OLED panel, you still get an infinite contrast ratio and deep black levels that make movie nights in dark rooms look spectacular. The C5 also offers wide viewing angles, ensuring colors and contrast remain consistent even when viewed from off-center positions. Our reviewer measured a peak brightness of around 1,175 nits, which is a decent 200 nit bump from the older C4. However, the C5 can't quite match the 400+ nits of Samsung's S90F. One area where the C5 pulls ahead, though, is Dolby Vision support, something the S90F lacks. Dolby Vision is considered the most accurate HDR format, as it allows for more fine-tuned color and contrast adjustments, ensuring the content you watch better matches your TV's capabilities. However, Dolby Vision's benefits are often subtle, so I consider it more of a nice bonus than a must-have feature for a TV in this class. Number 4. Samsung 65-inch S95F OLED 4K TV. Best anti-glare display. Samsung's S95F stands out as one of the brightest OLED TVs I've ever tested, and it pairs that impressive brightness with an anti-glare matte screen that tackles reflections better than any other model in this guide. Together, these features make it a top choice for anyone with lots of windows in their room. In filmmaker mode, the TV's most accurate picture preset, I measured a peak brightness of 2170 nits, the second highest result I've ever recorded on an OLED, just behind the LG G5. That results in stunning HDR10 and HDR10 Plus performance, featuring bold colors, punchy highlights, and ample flexibility to fine-tune brightness for optimal daylight viewing. Unlike most TVs that use glossy panels, the S95F's matte screen nearly eliminates glare and reflections. It's a genuine game-changer for sports fans or anyone who watches TV in bright rooms during the day. However, that advantage comes with one trade-off. When hit by light, the matte finish lifts black levels, giving them a more gray, hazy appearance. In a dark room, though, the S95F still delivers the deep black levels and perfect contrast OLEDs are known for. Number 5. Roku's 65-inch Pro Seires QLED 4K TV. Best Smart TV System. The Roku Pro Series is an excellent 4K TV for anyone seeking a straightforward and simple smart TV experience. The display is one of the few QLEDs in the upper mid-range class to come with Roku OS operating system built in. Roku OS is my favorite interface thanks to its streamlined navigation and reliable performance. Our reviewer tested the 2024 first-generation Pro Series model, but Roku has since released a slightly refreshed version of the TV. The newer Pro Series offers a modest bump in brightness performance but is otherwise very similar to its predecessor. Since the original model is hard to find in stock, the second-generation Pro Series is the better buy. Roku's home screen is all about simplicity. Instead of pushing content recommendations the moment you turn on the TV, it centers on apps, featuring large icons for every streaming service you want, which you can rearrange however you like. If you do want suggestions, they're easy to find in the optional What to Watch section on the sidebar. It's a cleaner, less cluttered approach than platforms like Fire TV OS. So there you have it, my complete rundown of the best 4K TVs money can buy in 2026. Whether you're going for the king of brightness or the budget champion, you really can't go wrong with any of these. If this video helped you decide, smash that like button to help others find it too, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech reviews. As promised, all the links to check current prices, specs, and the best deals on every single TV we discussed are in the description below. Happy watching, and I'll see you in the next one.